So I invited you because I wanted to talk about my big fat 60th birthday party. So first of all, guys, oh, this is my husband Joe. His channel is called...
Hello people, Joe here.
I don't think they heard you in the back.
Hello people, Joe here.
He always indulges me. So, I had a reading originally about 6 weeks ago about my birthday because I wanted to see how it would go because it's a big number, 60, right? And sometimes you have high expectations and you get disappointed. So take a look at the first read that I had inside a little office. So the question is, how is my 60th birthday gonna go? It's coming up on August 14th. I'm taping this today on July the 8th. All right? So a little bit over a month. And I want to know, this is what I want. I want to go to the beach with my husband, Santa Monica Beach, like I always do. And just cook whatever we want to cook, take it out there, enjoy 5 or 6 hours at the beach. You always have to tell her to wait, Mama. 3 of Wands, expansion, growth, looking ahead. I am looking ahead. I don't get sad at my birthdays. My mom passed away June the 7th. Yeah, 6th, 7th. June the 7th. I always think it's the 6th. June the 7th. The year that I turned 50. So a couple months later I turned 50 and she wanted to give me a big 50th birthday party. But all I did was ate the food they cooked for me and went back to bed. I didn't weep, I didn't cry, I didn't get sad. I was just like, I just want to go in my bed. Just temptation, indulgence, addiction. I'm gonna indulge. I'm not gonna look at this as addiction. I'm gonna indulge in what I want to indulge in. The Queen of Swords, honest, astute, independent, witty, direct. Who's this? My daughter. She's very direct. The Hermit, solitude, inner journey, introspection. Am I gonna do the same thing again? Just crawl back in my bed? No, I'm going to the beach. I'm gonna have solitude. Oh crap! Fighting. Who's having rivalry and strife? Not for my birthday. No. Who's fighting? A tower moment. So I was really worried. So I went to him because he's my partner. You know, I can gossip with him, and I said, Joe, what them picnic have planned? We're from Belize, so picnic is kids. What them kids have planned, or what you have planned or something, because this don't look like it's gonna go well for me. And so he confessed. What you say? What did you tell me?
He told me if I don't confess, I gotta leave.
Oh my God, I didn't say what I said. I said, what did you say? And I didn't say that. Go ahead, what did you say?
I don't remember.
You confessed that the kids had a surprise planned.
Oh, I remember that.
Tell the story, Joel.
They were between my daughter and my son.
The older boy, Josh.
My wife's sister. They were planning behind her back to have a surprise party. But I tell the kids, your mother don't like surprise party. So if I were you guys, I would think about a better way to have a party for her. And then they still continued with their plans. Right. But he confessed to me, so I already knew. I knew. So by the time I did my second reading, which is, let me tell you, I'm not going to show you that one because I just spread out the cards and I took a screenshot of it and I took some notes. But by the time I did my second reading a few weeks, like maybe about 2 weeks after you confessed, right? So they didn't know that he confessed. And it was hard. It was hard keeping the secret with him because I'm like, no, if you didn't tell me anything, you'd be doing this differently. So now that you've told me you're acting a different type of way, they're going to catch on that you told me. And if they question me, I'm going to lie. I'm going to say, he didn't tell me nothing. I got the 10 of swords. No, not the 10 of swords. The 10 of wands. The 5 of wands. The chariot. The 8 of swords. The queen of swords. And underneath the deck, I got the 10 of pentacles. And I panicked, man. When I saw that 10 of wands, I'm like, God, I'm going to be burdened.
Why? Joe, get them to confess. Joe, just go tell them to tell me. I don't want a surprise. I don't want them to mess up my birthday. I just want to go to Santa Monica Beach with Joe, lay on the sand, eat whatever we cook together, because we always cook together. If we do rice and beans and chicken and salad, I do the potato salad. He does the rice and beans and the chicken. I do the desserts. I pack the fruit bag, the vegetable bag, the sandwich bags, and we go over there and we just lay out in the sand and just have fun people watching. That was like the best thing for me. Why do they want to mess? And so finally he got them to confess. It took a couple of weeks, because I went and I read this reading and I said, Joe, this is not going to go well. Look at this 10 of wands. I'm going to be burdened. I said, look at this five of wands. That's about conflict, competition, rival. I said, they're going to be bickering about who does what, and this one's going to be frustrated. And then look at this chariot. Where we going? The chariot always has those sphinxes laying down, not going nowhere, right? And I'm like, look, I said the 8 of swords, I'm going to be bind to their rules, to their what. They're not going to invite who I want to have there. My kids are going to invite who they want to invite. And that's what Jada said today, right? I was going to invite who I wanted to invite, not who you wanted. And then the Queen of Swords, that's where I felt good. I felt like I took back my power. And then the 10 of Pentacles felt like I would get good gifts. Right? So then let me tell you the notes I took. I said 10 of wands, I'm warning my own self. Don't carry everybody. The 5 of wands, there will be logistical chaos. That's what I wrote for myself. The chariot, take control of what you can control. And the 8 of swords, don't let the chaos imprison your enjoyment. The Queen of Swords, set clear boundaries. And the 10 of Pentacles, then enjoy your people. I took my notes. So let me tell you what happened though. So a week before the birthday, last week Sunday, when my friend Jermaine came all the way from Louisiana on vacation to Las Vegas, took a bus, a little shuttle down here, 4 hours, cramped in a little shuttle, spent a few hours with me that Sunday. We cooked a feast for him, and then he went back 3 hours 7 hours of this man's vacation time was dedicated to me. I felt so special, right? My daughter came home and from working, and she said, I don't feel so good. I'm like, get away from us. This is what we do. Get away from us. We old. I'm 60, he's 68. We old. Get away from us. Now I can say I'm 60, right, Joe? Because I turned 60 yesterday. So anyways, she gets highly offended. My daughter does. Highly offended whenever she's sick and the rest of us in the household tell her to get away. No, we don't tell her, banish her to her room, and we don't take care of her. We take care of her. We'll go, you need food, we'll make you food. Just don't come in the kitchen and contaminate the kitchen, right? You need juice. I went and bought her an $8 bottle of orange juice. This one flew off the lid. Remember when these orange juice was $2.50 a gallon? When the hell did the price get to be $8 a gallon?
2 years ago, it used to be $3 something.
Let's see who they're in the office again, right? He could drink all the orange juice, but we can't.
I think it was $8.45.
With the tax? Oh, they don't charge tax for food. No, they do. They do charge tax on that type of food, right?
I don't know.
Only Costco don't charge tax on. Do they charge tax on orange juice? I think they do. Who knows? Anywho, back to the story. I'm taking care of her all week. She went to work Monday. She looked like, what they say, rode hard and put up wet. That's what she looked like Tuesday. So I forced her to stay home. She went to work Wednesday. And then Thursday comes, she looked like death warmed over. And I said, you're not going to work today. You shouldn't have gone yesterday. You're not going today. Because she gets off Friday and Saturday from that job. And so she's like, I can't. I don't have any sick days because the job sucks. They pay good per hour. She's a music teacher at a private place. They pay really well per hour, but they don't give you more than 6 hours a day, right?
They don't get any benefits.
So they don't cover you with benefits. And they want to do time for time. Like if a student doesn't show up, they'll pay you, but you have to go back in on a random Saturday to give them back the time. Jada's say, Jada's like, read between the lines. We don't do that here in California. You better step off. So Jada's the only one there that don't do time for time because she talk up for her rights. The other kids are young and they're like, oh, we don't know, we need a job, right? So anyways, I'm like, stay home. I said, there's such a thing as you going out there and dying. We don't know what you have. I said, why don't you take a COVID test? Nah, I don't want to take no COVID test. This is the flu, sinus infection, yada, 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 right? Right. All the way up until my birthday was Friday. And I said, take this test. So she took the test Thursday night. Tell me why this girl show up positive for COVID. She got banished again. So that's the thing that was coming up with this, the 5 of wands, and it's like, because I knew something was gonna go wrong, right? So now I'm left burdened because she can't help me do anything because she's sick. She not gonna contaminate my food or my kitchen. So he couldn't really help do what I was doing because Joe does other food. What she got there? Joe does other food really, really well, but like to do the chopped, I did chopped up sandwich. Have you ever had that? I got this off of TikTok years ago. And you take everything that you're going to use to make a sandwich. So all the different cold cuts for like, I buy the Subway pack of cold cuts, right? And if you're going to put pickles and onion, I soak the onion in vinegar first. And what else? Peppers, right? Cheese, tomato, lettuce, whatever you're going to put on a sandwich, wash it all, dump it on the cutting board. Well, don't wash the meat, of course. And then take the cleaver or a big knife and chop it up to minces. Then you mix the dressing on the side, which is mayo, what the oil you like to buy, babe? Olive oil. What else? Distilled white vinegar, salt, pepper, and cayenne. Mix that up. I don't put no mustard. Mix that up really well. Mix it up into the mush, and then spread it on the bread. And I made the baguettes myself, and then I made a burger bread recipe that I have where I usually chop it into 8 pieces. I made it as one big log, and that came out really, really good. And then I also bought croissants from Costco, and I made just like ham and cheese, and I made pinwheel wraps. You see a lot of little finger food thing that takes time, right? I had already made my cakes the day before. We got a Costco. We had 3 cakes, and then we got ready to go, and she couldn't go. Even if she felt better, I wouldn't allow her to go because she could sicken people at my party that are not vaccinated. A couple of people there were not vaccinated ever. I'm like, girl, if you get around these people and they get sick and they die, I will forever live with the guilt and the grief. You stay right here. So she stayed here. And even my other son brought my gift just now and stayed right at the front door. And he goes, I have a wife with a compromised immune system. The hell no. Here's your gift. Give me my cake. Bye. That's what he did, right, baby? So I was overwhelmed. What did you see from where you were sitting, babe? When I was in the kitchen working yesterday, when the day before and yesterday, what did you pick up?
Because they don't come up with everything on your own.
They can't hear you talking too soft.
I was saying, how come you got to do everything when they promised you they were going to throw you this birthday party?
I felt a type of way.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I went to Santa Monica Beach with just Joe and me, it's a little bit of thing that we would cook and we'd be gone. And we would have been on the sun already. Now, this party was set for 5 in the evening at a beach I didn't know. I've never been to Huntington Beach. I kept looking at the beach from a camera because my friend Alfredo told me that they have cameras that are at the beach. So there's a spot where I could go. They didn't allow us to set up there yesterday. They had cones, but today people are set up there. Joe, I was looking at the video. And I just told my friend Alfredo and my dad all the way in Belize that I'm going to go right there right now, go turn the camera on or open the thing on the internet, and I'll wave at you. So my dad couldn't see me, but he saw where we were sitting. He said he could see where we were sitting because he saw the umbrella, but he couldn't see me when I was waving because I think I had already moved. Alfredo saw and he screenshotted it and sent it to me, so that was pretty cool. But it was hard on me because I didn't want to do navigation because Joe and I fight when I have to do navigation because I don't know navigation and I don't want to do it. I want to have that kind of life where I can have a chauffeur and he can know where he's taking me and I don't need to know nothing. That's the kind of life I want.
I've never been there before. I mean.
So Joshua sat in the front, navigated. I got seasick in the back or motion sick, but we were almost there. I got out, and when we got on the sand, things got better. So let me tell you, the kids bought me a cart for my birthday gift, which is what I wanted for years, right, Joe? The cart with the balloon tires. And he loaded it down with the big ice cooler filled with like 32 the regular size cans of soda, Coke and Sprite, the little fat bottle of water like that, like 24 of that with ice. The big bag of all the sandwiches, the cake, everything was in a big bag because everything had to stay cool. And what do you call the thing? The pasta. I had a pasta salad, a cold pasta salad, and I had some chicken nuggets in a warm bag. And he didn't want me to put our Tommy Bahamas chairs on our backs because those are backpacks. He goes, no, just throw it on here. You didn't even put the other 2 chairs, right? Just the Tommy Bahamas. And it rolled really fine on the concrete, and when we got on the sand, one of the wheels said, F you, I'm not going nowhere. Yeah. So I have to review that thing for Amazon, and I don't tell lies at my reviews, but what I'm going to do is have him adjust the wheels because he feels like the wheels need to be adjusted because Joshua built it. Maybe he didn't know what he was doing.
The problem is, it seems to be, maybe that thing was only maybe about 50 pounds the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say if we everything we have maybe about 100 pounds.
Okay, it said it could carry 400 pounds.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But when it hit the sand, that's
So it can only carry 400 pounds on the concrete?
yeah.
Damn. So I'm gonna put that in my review. I'm gonna show that it's okay on the concrete, but because we have a beautiful cart that we used to take a lot of heavy things that my daughter used to busk at the beach, but that can't go on the sand because it doesn't have, what do you call the thing when air is in the tire again? Pneumatics? Pneumatics. It doesn't have pneumatics, but this one has pneumatics. But that one left front tire was just like, I'm not moving, and screw you. And so we're like, what are we gonna do? So we emptied the cart, and then we put some light things, like not the food bag. What did we put in there? Just the chairs. The chairs and some other small bags that I had. And we pulled it like that. We dragged it like a kid being bad in the mall.
We drag it with 3 wheel turning.
And that's just to show you, Joe. Remember that preacher used to say you could have a beautiful, expensive Jaguar, but if it comes with one wheel missing, what good it is to you, right? It's like that. So we got to where we were going to set up. We couldn't set up where I wanted to set up, but we picked a good spot. And I spread out the blankets and everything, and I waited, and he went back to Joshua to where the concrete was. And thank God that Huntington Beach is not a far distance like Santa Monica.
To what?
Yeah.
That was far.
It's not as far as Santa Monica though, Joel.
No. Santa
You felt the
Monica
same thing to you?
Santa Monica
Why did it
close.
feel shorter to me?
Santa Monica is closer.
Oh no.
When you get up, to walk on the pier, much closer.
Do you think that it felt closer to me because the sand was harder?
The sand was harder. It's easier to walk.
Easier to walk on. Yeah, because you're not like going knee deep in the sand. So I went back to help them because Joe was pulling the cart by himself with the heavy ice cooler with the sodas in it, and Joshua was carrying a bag on his shoulder and the food bag while Joe was helping him with the food bag. So Joshua couldn't push. So he was doing all, and the wheel was turning a little bit better then because you kind of adjusted it, right? You took off the little things that cover the part where you put the air to pump. I'm sorry guys, but this video is a whole storytelling video. You saw 2 card reads in the front. This is a whole, I'm gonna label it that way. This is a storytelling, not too much light on the card read, a whole storytelling. That's what I'm gonna name it. Yeah, so then I went to go help Joshua with the food bag so Joe could handle the cart by himself. My poor baby is in pain today. You see him over here quiet? You hurting, huh?
My butt. All over the place.
So we got everything over there, we set up, we sat down, and then we had to deal with the logistics. Remember I said there was going to be a planning logistic thing with the people coming there, because none of them people had been to that beach before. Who been there before? Crystal?
No.
Shanika? Shanika been there before?
She's been there with some friends.
Okay, so this is my friend Shanika. She's Panamanian. She's born here but Panamanian. And she has 2 children with a Belizean guy. And I've known these little boys since they were like 6 and 5. I know they're 17 and 18. I met Shanika through doing my cooking page. Oh, we're soon time to show the people the cooking page, Joe. Because once I get AdSense turned on, I'm going to tell them what the cooking page is. I'm going to show them. But some of them I think already figured it out. They're just being kind and letting me do my little foolishness. We still have to do the live because we hit the first level, right? So I drop pins like I know how to drop pins, right? And so then my auntie Jada is the first one, can't come. My friend Gary, who handles my website, couldn't come because his job sent. I figured Gary, it would be hard for Gary on a Friday because they might send him out of town somewhere. And I know Gary wanted to be there. We missed you, Gary, because he's my little tarot friend too. He reads cards and he helped me get these cards printed. You'll meet him on camera soon enough. He looks just like one of my boys. And then we found out he's like the granduncle of one of Joe's brothers because Joe and that brother don't share the same dad. And so he's the, my God, Belize is one of a big small town, right? Grandnephew. He's the grandnephew. He's the grandnephew of one of Joe's brothers. Sorry, I said it backwards. So my aunt decided she's not going to go because she wasn't feeling well. She was having some stomach issues. And it's just as well she didn't go because she would have had trouble walking on that sand. So my cousin Crystal, which is my same aunt's youngest daughter, her oldest daughter, my cousin Effie, Crystal, two children because her husband had to work. They made the trek on the 405. Look up the 405 freeway if you're not from California. That's the worst freeway you want to be on any time of the day, especially on a Friday evening. But they pressed their way and they came. They said, Effie said a funeral goes faster than that because at least they have the police on there guiding and moving traffic out the way and zoom, zoom, zoom.
They didn't lie about that.
They didn't get there till 6:23. The party starts at 5. We got there at 4:06. So my sister got there at 5:55. She was the first one to arrive with my 2 nephews and one of my nephew's little girlfriend. and they parked right next to us, so I guided them really well. But my sister said when I dropped the pin, she followed the stupid pin instead of putting the beach, and her son was the navigator, and it took them to where I dropped the pin from, 20 minutes away. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my, she says, I was hungry. I couldn't think. I starved all day to eat this good food, girl. So she came. Everybody was in a good mood, right, Joe? Mm-hmm. So when I went to go get my sister off of the parking lot to take her to where we were, I came back and I saw somebody sitting with Joe, and it wasn't any of our chairs. I'm like, who the hell is that? So I thought it was my friend Sarita, and she really wanted to come, and her daughter was bringing her. And I said, she just texted me and said the car broke down. I said, so was she messing with me? Right? Because I don't like to be gaslit like that. I don't like, to me, surprises are gaslighting. You know what I mean? I don't like these gaslighting things. I said, who the hell is that? Who the hell? We're getting closer and closer. My sister mad. My sister said, I'm going to cuss her out. If she told you that she's broke down and then she appears here and she messing with you on your birthday, I'm going to cuss her. My sister don't even know her, but she would have cussed her out. So we got there was my friend Shanika. She didn't bring her 2 boys because they're 17 and 18. She came from 40 miles past where I live. Past where I live. Drove past my house and went another 50 miles to that beach. She went clear 90 to 100 miles one way to come spend my birthday with me. My God, today I feel loved. You know, had to pay her own parking and still brought a gift. These are true diehard people. These are people I met through doing YouTube. I didn't know these people and I wouldn't have known them had I not done YouTube, right? So she came, and when we left there after 9 at night, she went to Disneyland. Because it's right near Disneyland. She has an annual pass. She goes, girl, I'm going to go ride rides for 3 hours and then I'm going to sail home. So it was supposed to be a 1 hour and 6 minute drive for us, but almost 8 miles away from home, traffic came to a complete stop because there were 2 crashes. I guess they cleared them off pretty fast, or maybe they were at the end of clearing them off. So within 10 minutes we were moving again, but by then the seasickness came upon me again and I wanted to jump from that car. When we got like right around the bend from here, I said, can you let me out, Joe? Let me walk home. It's after 10 at night. Joshua says, I'll walk with her, Daddy. I'll walk with her. He said, ain't nobody walking home in this dark. Let's go. We're almost there. I got out the car. I was shaking. I ran to the bathroom, and the throw up was right there, but it couldn't come. They unloaded the car. After that, I got extremely cold, and I was shivering. There was a teeth chattering cold. I took a shower for 40 minutes, got my temperature back regulated, went straight to bed. I didn't even care if they put the cake away, if the pasta salad. The guests took a lot of the food. Because I'm like, take it. I want to take this stuff back.
You were really sick because knowing you was going to put away everything before you go to bed.
I know. I was going to wash the beach towels, wash it. No. Went to bed, woke up a couple hours later, dying of thirst. I couldn't even get out of bed because my right leg was cramping from the knee to the ankle. I'm like, man, that tells me right away what's wrong. I'm dehydrated. So I called Joshua, because when I texted him, he didn't answer. You know, to his room, and I called him and I go, water. I need water. So he brought a big jug of water. I sucked that down and it was empty. I went back to sleep and I woke up a couple hours later and grabbed the cup. It was empty again. I'm like, water. He said, I already brought you water, Mom. I said, more. So he brought me more. Then I didn't see where this little pest was. I'm like, where is she? She's not out here. The whole time she was underneath my bed hiding. Sleeping under there and I didn't know. She was probably worried about me. Poor baby.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Poor baby. Grandpa calling you. Go to Grandpa. So, I wanted to tell the good parts of the party now though, okay? Really quickly. My friends and my family showed up and they wanted to be there. They pressed their way through Friday evening traffic in Southern California. They paid for their own parking. They still brought a gift. They still brought an item of food in their hands. They enjoyed all the food I made, so all the hard work that I put into it when I was like complaining earlier, like, man, I should have just gone to my own beach. They made it be so worthwhile for me. They wanted to be there with me. My nephews wanted to be there. You know, young kids don't want to be there. Mm-hmm. Crystal's kids wanted to be there. And I'm sure Shanika's boys would have been happy to be there too if she brought them. But she knew she was going to go to Disneyland. They enjoyed all the food. The beach was nice. It wasn't too busy. Nobody bothered us, right? And when the people next door to us, they were celebrating an 18th birthday. When they left, we turned on my Bluetooth speaker and we played good music. And then when we cut the birthday cake, which was the Costco cake, my husband got down on one knee and he sang a very special Conway Twitty song to me. At first, when he was holding the camera filming, So he was paying so much attention to his singing that he was putting the camera on my cousin Effie rather than on me. I'm like, on me, like Auntie Fee, on me. So I took so it's all like jerky like this. I think I'll show you guys this because I'm probably not going to monetize this video when I turn on monetization if it says it picked up the song, right? And I took the camera from him eventually, and I was able to pan around to see what the people were doing. It was so much fun because he got down on one knee and he serenaded. He sings a song every year for my birthday, but this time he went over the top because he got down on one knee after all that back breaking, pulling the wagon.
I wasn't supposed to say I love you. And I like to. I like to take away the doubt you sometimes have about my love by showing it more, much more than I showed it lately. And then if someone should ask you what I got you for your birthday, you could say, wow, you didn't give me anything, but it sure take a lot of things away.
Wait!
Happy birthday, darling.
She basically did.
And no presents, no fancy cake. But I hope I make you happy with everything I take.
Ooh!
Happy birthday, darling.
Thank you, baby. Crystal, you look just like your mom when nobody laughed. Just don't get us. God damn it.
I wasn't feeling it when they first get there. It was. I started to sweat pulling that cart over that sand.
We didn't even go near the water, huh? Only Drew and his girlfriend went in the water. I can't even tell you what the shoreline looks like. We just sat. Huh? It's nice. Would you go back there again? But not this crowd though.
I would.
Crystal said we'll do it again before the summer's over, which is your birthday, October. And she says everybody will bring something though. We won't be burdened with all the food. So we could just pull whatever we have in our cart and we'll get there earlier and pay for like 4 hours or whatever and just enjoy. Like that. I like that we could play music because I've never seen nobody play music at Santa Monica. Right? So all in all, I'm sorry babe, I interrupted.
You could play music
at Santa Monica? Okay. All in all, we had a did you have a good time towards the end when you recovered? Mm-hmm. I had a wonderful time. The guests kept telling me, Sarita never made it. She and the daughter broke down. They had to get towed hours later, go home in an Uber because they couldn't fit in it. They had a disastrous time. We didn't. We had a wonderful time. And we laughed and we joked. I'll tell you a funny thing. My cousin Effie loves music. My son Joshua doesn't like music too much. He likes only what little bit of thing that he likes. And we put on the speaker and he's indulging me because it's my birthday, of course. So he's not complaining. Effie says, bump up the beat, Josh. Joshua took the speaker and went and put it right in front of Effie's face. Everybody laughed. People died laughing. They did not expect Joshua to do that, but that's how Joshua is. You bump up the beat, I'll take it to you. You can listen to it all by yourself. Effie, nothing gets to her. So my sister said, I think Effie was offended. I'm like, she not. Effie, nothing offends Effie, okay? Because they didn't mean it rudely, right? They were happy to be there. Effie was like, the party is ending too soon because 9 o'clock it was dark. The party, and we only paid till 9:06, so we started packing up off that sand from 8:15, take everything back to the car. And everybody was like, this was fun. Thanks for including us. We were happy to be here to help you celebrate. And that made me feel so good. It got me past all the negativity before. I'm so sad that Jada couldn't go because she was the one that really wanted to give me this party. But that's what the cards were showing and we couldn't that's why I'm telling you the cards are up for interpretation. You know what I mean? You can't know accurately what they're going to mean. You just read it intuitively and they're just a tool. So my poor baby couldn't go. My auntie didn't go. Gary didn't go. Sarita didn't go. Her daughter didn't come with her, of course, because she didn't go. Who else didn't come, babe? That's about it, huh? Shanika's 2 boys. I expected them to come, but they didn't come because she wanted to go to Disneyland. Yeah, so I kept it small because I couldn't afford to make it any bigger. And I'm glad I kept it small because it was stressful directing all those people to get where we are. Now they know where we would go. If we went back there again, they would know where to find us. But everybody knows I have a rainbow umbrella. I had a rainbow cake because I'm all-inclusive. And they knew where to find me. Shanika knew where to find me because she saw my rainbow umbrella. Now Dean, my daughter's best friend, his birthday was the 9th and he was going to have his party at that same beach today, and she was hosting that party too. She couldn't do it, so Dean is off on his own handling his own party. Such is life. Such is life. You can plan what they say, God appoint but man disappoint.
Hey!
Sing it in the background.
I was gonna do it in
Hey!
reverse.
You don't want me to sing a song for you?
Sing already got the game.
Okay. I can sing a song for my wife.
No. Sing away, darling.
We're having a lovely time.
Hey! You think I should get down on my knees?
Yeah.
Yeah, get down on my knees.
So why are you egging this man on?
Your mic can't get up.
All right, this gonna be a. You ready, baby?
Yes, baby.
All right, all
I'm
right.
ready, boo. Oh, where the song there?
Where they coming? Go. Hey, ready?
Pass the cake along.
Yes, we're ready.
Hello, darling.
Oh shit. Okay, ready?
Happy birthday. I decided not to give you a present this year.
Why?
In fact, I think it's about time I took some things away. I like to take away the suspicion that I know clouds the world at times by giving you some faith to hold on to, honey, whenever your hand is not in mine. Happy birthday, darling. I no presents, no fancy kiss, but I hope I make you happy with everything I take.
What else you want to take
I
away?
like to take away some of your lonely moments by spending more of mine with you. And I like to take away some of those so-so kisses and replace them with the ones that say I love you. And I like to... I like to take away the doubt you sometimes have about my love by showing it more, much more than I showed it lately. And then if someone should ask you what I got you for your birthday, you could say, wow, you didn't give me anything, but it sure take a lot of things away.
Wait!
Happy birthday, darling.
She basically did.
And no presents, no fancy cake. But I hope I make you happy with everything I take.
Ooh!
Happy birthday.